Hello, everyone. Welcome to another podcast. And today is very special because this is a special topic. I love money. Everybody I know, most of my communities, they love money. So this topic is about money IQ, and I have gathered some questions from our student community where we can discuss. But before that, let me introduce to all of you Sweta Goel. She is a founder and creator of her community, her Wealth Circle, and I'll let Sweta to speak more about. But I'm telling everyone that this is going to be an amazing session to learn about some concept and some myth we are going to burst, and a lot of learnings are there. So let's start with a warm welcome. And Sweta, please do share a couple of about yourself. How did you start? What's your journey? What's your mission?
Yeah, thank you so much, Manas, for having me. So, yes, money is a beautiful subject. We all are working to earn, earn, earn. Yes, and definitely today, at the end of this session, my intention is everyone should earn more, invest more, become more wealthy, become more abundant, tap into their own power, their own energy. So, that their own energy is the money energy. So my name is Shweta Goyal. I'm a certified financial planner. I'm a money energy coach, and I help people with money mindset, money management, financial planning, investments, and raising their abundant self through money energy. And I feel
Amazing.
money is such a beautiful subject and thing. There is two side of a coin. One side I call is the inner game. One side is the outer game. So outer game I call it like you have to earn more. You need to focus on your skill, like Manas is helping all of you. So he's helping to build the skills, soft skill, technical skills, and whatever is that, right? And then the skill comes is the managing the money. Even if you're earning, you don't learn how to manage money, you don't build the habits, it is not going to serve you in future. And then it's financial planning, and lot of us fear taking help, and that is one myth I want to like break today. Ask for help as early as possible. Your journey is gonna become super easy, super smooth. Don't fear, go and ask. There are many people who can help you, guide you. And yes, I'm blessed to be one of the professional who can help young India, especially students, women, to start early and realize their power, realize their goals, and work towards them. Right.
Amazing, amazing. There are a lot of questions I have in mind after listening to you. It's so inspiring that you are helping a lot of people. And maybe I can start with some questions, and it is going to help because
Sure.
before starting any questions, quick maybe a story from my personal story. So started saving very early age, at age when I was grade 6 or sometime. And I can't believe, you can ask my mom and dad. So there are time when my dad will come, and there are some occasion I have given some money for some certain activity as a help, and then he will return. So even though my dad has done a great job raising all four kids and managing house, building house, marriage, but still those times there was always scarcity of money. And so and I was reading some article recently that in India, the most millionaires, billionaires are going to come, and so there is a lot are going to come, but everything starts with somebody has to how to manage, and if it is.
One thing, Manas, I want to add here, you have just raised very beautiful thing. In India, the age of the millionaire, billionaires are going to come. That is certain. And my mission is also to help India become that, rise to that golden age, become that Sone ki chidiya again. And I want to do my part in raising that. And I feel there is two things, like you said, no, कि there is fear and insecurity. And if you see our olden age, the ancient India, so there was abundant. People were not having scarcity mindset. They were not fearful of money. But then, whatever the things happened, loot happened, British came, this Mughals came, and all of those things, people were, the money was taken away from there. They have lost their resources, and now it is in our DNA for so many years. So it's natural for people to have insecurity, fear around money. And I feel that is why my part, like helping people even in managing, investing, and also creating that beautiful relationship with money is important. Because today, what's happening, even most of the time, we are operating from the energy of fear, insecurity. Will I be having enough? So, when we are talking about the golden age of India, it is mostly about first, you need to be that abundant self. You need to feel secure from within. You need to have trust in yourself. And once each and every individual will do that, we are not far seeing that golden age again.
Amazing, amazing. I never heard this statement anywhere. Building relationship with money. We all heard about building relation with our spouse, our parents, our friends, but relationship with money is something. A lot of learnings from you, Sweta. Thank you so much. So I'll start with first question. The first question my students and community they are having is the what is the ideal age, what is the ideal age to start investment or start thinking about money. Forget about investment or saving, let's talk about when they hold money, when they start thinking okay money is there and we have to save or keep or earn whatever. So when they will actually, what is the ideal age according to you?
Ideally is for me, matlab I feel is as soon as your child is coming in, you need to start investing for them. It may be 100 rupees, it may be 1000 rupees. As soon as your child is coming in, first is the responsibility of the parent. Teach, don't hide, make money very normal conversation. That is the start of building the beautiful relationship with money. So in my family, I start talking about money with my son at 4 year or 5 when he was just 4 or 5. So he's having that beautiful relationship with money. And I feel as a parent, first thing we need to make money easy for our kids. Because if we carry this belief earning money is hard, in life you are going to see that situation, you are going to land in that job. You will not feel that joy. And like as soon as you are becoming, I feel teenager, then you are having the knowledge. You can also start exploring on your own once you become a teenager. And now there are so many kidpreneurs, they are starting their own things, passions and everything. As and then when you get your money, maybe when you are getting the pocket money, if in your family like at 6 year you have started or teenager, or when you have become adult, or when you have gone to the college, as soon as you are receiving money from anywhere, the moment you are receiving it, your work start as an individual to manage it.
Right.
So, be it a pocket money, be it from your parent, or when you are in a job, when you are receiving your salary, the moment you are receiving, there are certain principles, certain system you need to set.
Absolutely.
Like what, whenever money is coming, 20%, no matter what, you have to just invest for your freedom. That should be non-negotiable. And then there are certain things, we'll explore them later.
Yeah. So what I do, I have two kids, and so I think a couple of years back I bought some piggy banks for them, and they started putting whatever money they get when relatives give some money, or when they do some activities I give them as a token of appreciation. So they put those in that, and every day they ask me, Papa, when should we break this? When should we break this? I said, no, no, let's wait, because even if you break, we have to go and deposit somewhere, and we can't open their account unless until they're certain age. I think in India it's 18
No, no, that
years.
is the myth. And now, like we all have the saving mindset. Now we have to create the investment mindset in our kid. So even 1 year old can have his account. That will be the minor account. It will be under you. But open the minor accounts, start investing, don't just keep. That is the first good habit. But the thing is, now my elder one, we invest for him, and he sees the money, and whenever he is receiving, we are putting in the account and he's seeing, and now he's very curious, okay, my money is earning for me. So from there, the relationship, okay, matlab even one day he said, while I'm playing, my money is growing. That was the best definition I heard of passive income. So from
Absolutely.
starting, if you help them, there are multiple ways. It's not like they can't have. You can open a joint account with them and you can start investing. Involve them in the money conversation. That is the most important thing.
Amazing. I heard while sleeping we should earn money, but now I learned today while playing we also should make
Yes.
money. So nice, nice. Yes, definitely. So I think my task is to open the at least minor account and then start let them see their money instead of
Yes.
putting that piggy bank. It's not visible right now. So we don't know what is inside. So let them see that in real. So amazing, amazing stick. My next question is for let's go from little bit toddler kids to let's say teenage, maybe college first year, second year, third year, fourth year when they start their job. So is it necessary for them to focus on finance along with studies or higher studies or in their early period of their struggle in the companies or MNCs?
Definitely, it's very, very important. And finance is a life skill that most of people don't realize how important it is. Because just see, from why we are teaching our kid, they are going to the school because we are giving them the skill, so they will at one point they will start earning. And whole their life, most of the time, we are just exposing them so that they earn a good living, earn a good, and then after a time they are start earning, it is like earning more, earning more, earning more, right? So even as a student, you need to give this importance to money. So maybe you're receiving from the father, and that is the best time you're not having much of the responsibility. You see, you start learning. You see how rich people, what is their mindset around money. So and anybody and everybody who is rich, they just value money a lot. They treat it like an energy. They treat it like an sacred thing, and build that relationship. Whenever you are receiving money from your father or mother or guardian, just feel the gratitude from the source it is coming, and don't
Yeah,
complain about money if you don't find it. And also start finding the ways how can you also start earning your own money. That is also now very important. Just learning is not enough now. You also need to see, and there you find your passion, you find your creativity. And
yeah,
when you are getting the money, start developing some habits. So there is this 3 jar concept I teach. First, whatever is coming in, 20% you put. And when you are not sure, don't wait, because now I know a lot of people, even they have reached their 60s, still they have not figured it out how to do it.
yeah.
So there is no right age that you will figure it out. So the moment you are getting the money, now it is your responsibility to find out. And it is like, no, when you try to find somebody, you will get it. Until you are, okay, I don't know, I don't have enough, so you will not find. And take support, take help from the professional, whether it is 1000 rupees, whether it is 500 rupees. If you are not sure up until now, take help, ask for help, and do with the help, and surely you will see the magic happening. And from there, with even 500 or 1000 rupees, you will start building that relationship. You will
Yeah,
feel that abundance slowly, slowly happening in your life.
yeah. I heard somewhere somebody is saying that if you can't manage 100 rupees, how can you manage 1,000 rupees? How can you manage 1 lakh? How can you manage one CR? So it's all about to learning. So that's the my next question. We heard this 50/30/20 rule. 50
Yes.
goes to need and 30 spend and 20 saving. So maybe you can elaborate a little bit on that. Even if
Yes, yes.
somebody
So that is.
we yeah, because somebody is getting 5,000, somebody is getting 20,000. We can't say how much, but instead of this rule, how can you explain them?
Yeah. So I will also twist little bit later. So initially rule is 50% for your need, 30% for your want, and 20% minimum for your savings. So that is financial freedom, or there is some goal, you want a house, car, vacation, anything. So for that you are investing 20%. 50% is for the need. Maybe as you are a student, you may be having some expenses of your own, all these things. And wants is like you want to go out, you want to have fun. Because in life, both concepts don't work. If you just say, "Okay, you live only once. Whatever is coming in, let me just spend everything." So that is also not the right approach. And second, let me save everything. Then your inner child will feel too much scarcity. So you need to have the balance. So 30% for your wants, live your life, but save something also with that. 50% for your needs, 30% for your fun, recreation, learnings, adopting new skill, learning some new courses, anything. All these are wants. And 20% non-negotiably you have to put in the investment. Whatever is the little amount, even you are getting 1000 rupees, is still in that you can follow. It is like building a habit. And as soon as your earnings are increasing, you need to reverse it. Your wants can be 30%, then you try to reverse it. Your saving should become 50%, your investment should become 50%, your need should be 20%. And the soon you reach this formula, the sooner you will become financially free, you will start, your goals can become fulfilled very fast.
Amazing, amazing. I didn't learn this thing earlier. So you have to reverse that. 20, 50, 30, 20 becomes 20, 30, 50. So that should be
Yes,
our ideal goal. And
yes.
amazing. And what is budgeting in a simple term? Because I know students, they start learning about money from a grade one, but still I think most of them, they struggle even after engineering or medical or any profession. After 20 years, 30 years, we still don't understand this budgeting concept. Even if we know, we don't do. That's also another challenge. So how can
Yes.
they understand that?
So budgeting is also like this jar system is a part of budgeting. So budgeting means मतलब you are controlling the money. Lot of time in life, what happens? Money controls us. We feel like, "Okay, I am getting the money, money is just going out. I do not have any control." And that moment we feel powerless and scarcity mindset comes in. But the trick, the thing to control the money, because money is not the master, you are the master, you are earning it, and it should behave the way you want it to behave. And what budgeting is a way where you are managing your money is not managing you. So budgeting is nothing but managing your money. And how can you manage? There are multiple things. One, like I just told you, the jar system. You can create 3 jars and you start managing. And percentage also, just try ki, how can you increase your investment, increase your saving, and also have something for fun. So take budgeting as like the foundational principle. It is like, I would say, when we create a house or some building, the foundation, if your foundations are strong, even if some storm comes, something come, the building will stay. But if your foundations are not strong, anything comes, you are you are gone.
Yeah,
So building a habit is very important. Money management, budgeting, because in money energy also what I teach is building the relationship with money. And if your money management is good, you are managing your money, not the other way around. You are automatically will be having the good relationship with money. And most of the time, as we do not manage the money, we feel, I do not have money, I don't know where the money is going. Our language with money get completely different. The moment you take charge of your money, you manage your money, the your vocabulary also become better. And whatever is your vocabulary with money, the same thing you see in your life.
absolutely, absolutely. Amazing concept. So, one follow-up question on this budgeting is: should we do weekly or monthly basis or yearly basis? How? What's the ideal for the students? And
Ideal,
yeah,
ideal is month, because generally you receive money monthly.
yes,
So then plan it monthly. If you are receiving weekly money from your parents, you can do the weekly, or you are in a job, part-time job where you are receiving weekly, or if you are working as a freelancer. So it's basically depend on what is your source of income.
okay,
So generally for job people where money is coming week monthly, we plan it that way. And for me, like I am working with the clients, so for me it is like whenever I am receiving the money, that point currently I'm doing like that. Okay, if I have received some money, I'll split it like that,
okay,
client wise also.
okay. And so the next question is bit of calculation and all required, but I'm still going ahead and asking. So nowadays educations are expensive, getting more expensive, and also so they also take a lot of loans. Student loans are available, and when they go to different colleges, they offer this. And how they can manage the student loan. Obviously they will feel little worried about this loan because their parents may not be supportive in terms of financially. So how can they manage those challenges?
Yes. So first, I would say ki even if it is a loan, feel grateful that you have got this money and you are entering in the college. So anything, any resource, whether it is a loan, whether it is a income, whether it is an investment, treat it with complete gratitude. And the moment even you shift your this energy, many times loan comes with so much burden. Okay, I have to pay, I have to earn at least this much. So the moment you make it this energy, ki, okay, for this loan I have to pay or do this much, again your money energy goes down. So first thing, even if it is a loan amount, build that relationship. Wow, I was worthy of getting a loan. There are so many people who even don't get a loan. So first, be grateful for the receiving source. And now comes again in loans also money management. So, if you can manage interest payment when you are still studying, if you can find some resources, you can do some freelancing work, that is great. You will be exploring your capabilities. If you can do it, that's great. And from that amount, you can start paying. And but if it is not happening, the moment you start your job, then follow the money management system. Okay, how much based on your income and based on the loan, you create your money management and follow that. Don't panic. And if your income is not that great, it will take some time, let's say 3 year, 5 year, 6 year, it's fine. Give yourself that time. Do not panic about it. Make it easy. The moment you will make it easy, it will become easy.
Great, great. There's so many learnings from you. I think the mention you mentioned about many people, they try applying loans, but not everybody gets. So we
Yes.
should feel proud that we at least we are qualified for that. And that
Yes,
mindset is
definitely.
very rare in, yeah, yeah, amazing,
Yes.
amazing. So I
Just
think
this
we,
mindset shift
yeah.
start when the things start shifting in your energy, you will land in good job, you will start attracting those opportunity. If you operate from the lack mindset, what will happen, then the opportunity also start moving away from you. So one thing, anything, if you are taking from the session, from anywhere you are receiving the money, feel the ultimate gratitude. You are getting it. Still, maybe you have not started earning, still you are getting the money, your needs are taken care, feel super grateful. If you have started working and whatever is the company that is paying you, feel ultimate gratitude towards them. And many times what happens, we feel I was worth more, I just landed in this job was not so good of my value, but still you are doing that job, you are choosing it, you are receiving money. The moment you shift that energy, wherever you are receiving the money, is it your first job, whether you like it or not like it, give your 100% because you have chosen it. The money is coming from there. Be super happy, super passionate about your work, and then surely the work will find you, the money will find more ways to come to you.
Absolutely. I think the entire crust that what I learn is in money IQ is give respect, equal respect to money. Money will respect you. Worship it
Yes.
like a god. Like in our Indian Hindu society, we worship Lakshmi, right? Every year.
Yes.
That's we have to do
It's
every
not
day. I
every
mean,
year, every day. मतलब
every,
हमारे
yes, every
society
day.
में we have just given Lakshmi the beautiful name,
Yeah.
Lakshmi. And whenever Lakshmi comes, no, even if in your head you are imagining the respect will come.
Yes.
But over the year, we have disassociated with our culture little bit, and then we talk negative. So earlier, if you see the people in our golden age, they were so proud about talking about money. And now, especially I'm working with women, there are different things, but I'm not going into it currently. But just think, कि whenever you are talking about money, you are talking about the sacred energy. You are talking about Goddess Lakshmi. Change your word, change your life.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I think there are so many things to learn from you, Sweta, and how easy we can reach out to you if somebody needs any support in terms of money management.
So you can DM me on my WhatsApp number 9739957928, or you can email me. I will give my email ID to you, and you can follow me on Instagram Prosper with Shweta. You can DM me there, and soon I'm going to launch my website, and so that you can also come directly. I'll give you my everything so that you can put. And
Amazing.
I'm open to help all the student, all the people to start their journey, because I feel starting is the most difficult part. And in starting you feel like, let me figure out everything, let me start research, let me start earning more, and that is where the time just passes. So take help either with me or anybody. Take the help in your starting, because when you started learning, when we needed support everywhere. As a human being, we are designed in a way. First, you need support, and then you become independent. And with the advisor, there is one beautiful story I heard in this money thing. There was a person, now you can know everything, right? ChatGPT is there, so much AI is there, information is available. But not everything is about information, right? So there was a story where one guy, the two guys were going to the Everest. One guy said, "Okay, I have taken all the tools. I know exactly how to climb. I will do this. I am having all the gadgets. I have planned my travel, everything. So I am going to climb the Mount Everest." And building wealth is also like climbing the Mount Everest. If you are not having the guide with you, there will be coming the ways where you will just fall down. So if you really want to climb that Mount Everest, be clear on the day one. Okay, I need a guide. I need an advisor. Even if you are having 100 rupees, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, don't hesitate. Go out. People are there to help you. You start building that. And because Mount Everest also you can't climb in one day. So you take the help, you take the support because the other person is expert. They know how to navigate through this journey. So they will manage your emotion, they will manage your life. And once your financial life is settled, you are so much peaceful in life, so much joyful in life.
Amazing, amazing. Lot of learning. I think pro tip is start early is better. Think about Warren
Yes.
Buffett. He has started early, so don't hesitate to reach out for help. And all the best, Sweta, for your dream and goal and your mission
Thank you,
to help
Manas.
not just India, across wherever there are somebody who needs your support. Our wishes and best wishes with you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming and sharing all the learnings and nuggets.
Thank you so much, Manas. It was wonderful to connect with all the students because I feel students are now the leader. They are the one who will lead our country. So they need to have that wonderful relationship with money. And now I'm feeling more passionate about students because once from starting they are having this feeling, this abundance, how to attract more money, how to build. Our country is going to be in the golden age very soon.
Yes,
They are
yes,
having all these things on their shoulder. So students are the hero. They are
absolutely.
the nation builder now. And you
Yeah.
are doing such an amazing job helping students realize their power. So I'm super proud of you.
Thank you so much. I think, yeah, we are doing great. And all of you request, please comment if you have any questions, any suggestions, or anything that you would like to understand or learn, help, or your learnings or your implementation and the results you have got. Please do comment so that others can read and they can also get the inspiration from that post. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining in with
Thank you,
this.
Manis.
All the best.